Long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge, not only or in full measure, but very substantially. At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom.
The famous speech by Jawaharlal Nehru marked the independence of our country, India, on 15th August 1947. And with the birth of a new nation came a great responsibility, framing the Constitution of India. Between the months of December 1946 and November 1949, around 300 people had numerous meetings to discuss the country's future. A future that would politically make the country a strong nation. The meetings of this Constituent Assembly had participants from different regions and from different political parties. Some prominent members who were the part of these discussions were B.R. Ambedkar, Jawaharlal Nehru, C. Rajgopalachari, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, and Shyama Prasad Mukherjee. Apart from these stalwarts, there were some prominent female personalities too, such as Sarojini Naidu and Vijaya Lakshmi Pandit. The Anglo-Indian community was represented by Frank Anthony, and the Parsis were represented by H.P. Modi. These discussions resulted in the framing of the Indian Constitution, which was finally adopted by the Constituent Assembly on 26 November 1949, and it came into effect on 26 January 1950. The key features of the Constitution are universal adult franchise, equality for one and all, special privileges for the poorest and most disadvantaged Indians. Let us now discuss each feature one by one. The most outstanding feature of the Constitution was its adoption of universal adult franchise. Earlier, it gave a right to all Indians who were above the age of 21 to vote in the state and national elections. The age was later lowered to 18 years. Never before the Indians were given the right to choose their own leaders. Unlike countries like the United Kingdom and the United States of America, India granted this right to all its citizens irrespective of gender, class or education. The Constitution guaranteed equality to all the citizens of India, regardless of their caste and religion. Though it was urged that India should run as a Hindu state and that the political system should be based on Hindu ideals. However, under the new Constitution, all Indians were given same right as Hindus, such as same opportunities when it came to seeking jobs in government or in the private sector. As a step to offer special privileges for the poorest and most disadvantaged Indians, the practice of untouchability was abolished. Hindu temples were thrown open to all. Certain percentage of seats was to be reserved in the legislatures. Currently, a total of 15% seats are reserved for scheduled caste and 7.5% seats are reserved for scheduled tribes. Even there are reservations for them in the government jobs and also for pursuing education. The Adivasis or the scheduled tribes also enjoyed reservation of seats in jobs. For many years, they had been deprived of basic necessities such as modern healthcare and education. Their lands and forests were forcefully taken away by the powerful outsiders. However, under the new Constitution, new privileges were granted to them so that they could enjoy a better position in the society. India has been identified as a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic and republic state. Sovereign implies that India is an independent country free from any foreign or any internal authority. The term socialist means that there should be fair distribution of wealth and equal distribution of opportunities among all sections of the people. India does not have any official or state religion, and it guarantees freedom of every individual to profess, practice or propagate his or her religion. The people of India have the power to elect a government of their own choice. The head of the state is the Honorable President, who has a fixed term of 5 years, and his post is not hereditary. We have completed 66 years of independence. India is still a united country. Though people speak different languages or practice different faith, but this has not stood as a barrier to the national unity. Let us all be proud of our motherland.
The preamble of our constitution reads, India is a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. Answer is A. Objectives of the constitution: liberty, equality, justice, fraternity. Justice. All citizens are equal before the eyes of law. Law does not discriminate on the basis of place of birth, race, caste, creed, sex, status or religion. Every individual gets what is his or her due by the merit of the case. Liberty. All the citizens have the right to enjoy the fundamental rights as mentioned in the Indian Constitution, like freedom of expression, freedom of religion, etc. Equality. Equality means even treatment and respect to all, irrespective of social, economic or cultural differences. All citizens are equal before law and will be protected equally by the laws of land. The state shall not discriminate anyone on the basis of color, creed, race or religion. Fraternity. A democracy can work only if there is a spirit of brotherhood and oneness among people. It aims at removing social barriers between Indians belonging to different communities. If every citizen feels oneness, then social evils such as untouchability and communalism can be eradicated.